As we interact with people, energy cords are formed between the chakras of you and the people, and of like certain thought forms. And depending on the type of relationships, the cords will connect on different chakras, like the sex chakra, the perineum, the basic, the spleen, the physical organs. If it's a business relationship, the cord can be on the basic chakra. Romantic is on the sex, heart, and crown, and other chakras. Normally relationships start out nice and warm, but then with a misunderstanding or the other person dumping on you, it can quickly, go downhill. Basically, a person gathers up and stores all their emotionals, garbage in their chakras and emotional body, and all that anger is stored away and sleeping, waiting for something to trigger it. This is why sometimes people seem to be way more angry at a real or imaginary offense. It's like, whoa, why, it's like all I did was, this, no reason to be all, worked up like that. But once this sleeping energy is triggered, they release it all on the other person. So basically they take all their crap and release it on a person and then they blame that person for making them mad. Yeah. So anyways, all that stuff can be, the anger, it has to be cleaned out of the chakras and the aura. And generational healing is something very important, where you're praying for, at least 7 generations going back, praying for mercy and healing for these generations. But you can have us help you with this, where we help clean the 7 generations of all the crazy vices and stuff, where, we're actually healing and blessing, all these different generations, and it changes your future. And like alcoholism or smoking, all these things can be addictions of your like forefathers and stuff. There can be certain health ailments and stuff like that. All you gotta do is just scan your generations to feel, is there poverty in this one, or violence, or and it goes, yeah. Generational healing is super powerful. All you gotta do is just scan your, the different ancestral lines for these traits, like violence, stealing, addictions. And, when I do it, I feel stuff going all up and down my arm, and I have to take normally a salt bath afterwards every time I do one of these. But yeah, for sure, dirty stuff comes off. But I see the change, like when I do it on my own family, I see a difference in my children, and on my clients, you see a difference in their children, and they report back to me that, their whole family, is like, gets better every time you do it. But it comes out in layers. Like one time is not healing, like, everything. It could take many sessions. But these patterns, when they're removed, and the vices, they're normally, when they're removed, it helps keep them from being carried on to your future generations. It's like you break that karmic, that pattern now, so it doesn't keep going. And your ancestors thank you for this. Pranic Facelift and body sculpting. This is where we're doing healing on the fat cells and the emotions of the, like stress, depression, feelings of being fat, overweight, ugly, all of these type of thought forms, are stored in the cells and in the fat. And, we do healing on this to remove it. And I have done tons of these pranic facial, before and after. It's like, like say if you just do half the face, it's like you can see a noticeable difference using photographs. The most somebody's ever lost, normally they measure their whole body, arms, legs, waist, legs, thighs, was able to remove 4 inches off people. Several times I've done this, 4 inches or more in one session. I remember when Master Cho started teaching this in 2002, I think. He wasn't teaching, but he was like doing it on people. And women were lining up in this restaurant, like, and fighting to like try to get this type of healing done on their face. And I saw it like work wonders, like right in front of me. So I was like, wow, this is cool. It really works. It just like psychotherapy on the face. And normally these stagnant energies are embedded on the face, And when we remove these old emotions with energy, the physical health also changes as well, and the skin looks different. Normally wrinkles show up on the faces of people who experience painful breakups or a dramatic life change or a deep emotional experience. And it's a way, after a breakup or negative emotional experience, they like puts those wrinkles there, and cutting all those cords and like healing the stress out of the face is like amazing. Yeah, so we can do healing on the skin and help remove the emotions that cause the excess fat, but also help dissolve the excess fat. And normally focus on the face and neck to help remove like those stored stress energy. Go deep on the facial tissue and clean all the chakras also. You'll feel amazing after these. And you grab a month package where a 4-session package where we'll work on you basically for a whole month. We work on you every couple days. Using those session times up. And like normally with one session on any of the sessions you get from me, we work on you over the period of a week. But when you get like 4 sessions or more, we work on you 4 weeks at a time, 8 weeks at a time, year at a time if you want. And with the holidays coming up, we can help you with this, help energize the thyroid, and help keep the skin looking nice and plump. Yeah, all the wrinkles of the face. Sometimes it can take like 4 to 8 sessions to really, really, not only are we trying to like remove the old stuff, we're battling against the new stress and all the stuff from the water and the weather, winter time. Like here in the Midwest, it's winter time, so this can have a super drying effect on the skin. But as well as like hot weather in summertime in dry areas can affect the skin. And so you got to really keep the skin like healed and constantly putting energy on it. And when you get healings from us, we go deep on the organs of the body, the liver, the kidneys. We help clean the energy of the intestines. I mean, they can be really, really dirty. Help clean the eyes and cut cords on the eyes. Wow, it's like, you would be amazed at like who the cords on people's lips and stuff. So I hope you enjoyed week 4 here, and then week 5 will be coming up soon, and be working on yourself. Taking a salt bath daily if you can, or a salt scrub, doing at least 20 hearts every day, and if you're in the narcotic, doing your narcotic meditation for sure. But cleaning yourself, self-care, self-love, quickly cleaning your chakras every day. It doesn't have to take an hour. You go to the bathroom, put some salt in the toilet, make that your salt bowl, turn on your own, get your crystal out, cut your cords, quickly clean your chakras, energize, and then you're good to go. If you have a disintegrator, clean your, if you have the knife, which you can get on praniclifestyle.com, you cut the cords, and you cleanse and you energize. And once you get the technique down, you can do it very quickly. So be doing that. Every day is good, and you'll for sure feel different when you're doing self-healing on yourself. And when you have me do it, I can go deep on you also. But anyways, we'll see you next week. Bye bye.